I just realized my mic was off, you guys. Anyway, I wanted to give an opportunity for people to come together this afternoon or this evening if you're in the UK, or let's see what time it is in Australia. It is in Sydney. Let's see, because I've got 8:39 a.m. That's not too awful early, is it? I was going to come on at 4:44, but it was too much of a pain according to Google Hangouts and YouTube, so I just went ahead and went on. But I wanted to give everybody a chance to, get in here. And, I think a lot of people, miss the fellowship that we've had and stuff. And that's no fault of anything other than just weirdness, but I just thought it would be nice to come together and have a stream. And honestly, I don't have anything planned whatsoever. So I gave a couple of people some, and I always forget to mute that. Hi, Landon. I hope you got my email. We got some things in common, bud. But hi, JW. You were first. You're first in my heart today. How about that? Is that good? Hi, Vanessa in Texas. Brandon. But anyway, good to see everybody. But anyway, if anybody, I gave a couple people some links to call in if they wanted to or whatever. But I just thought it'd be nice to, get together, talk. I don't have anything planned at all. Hi, Evie. Good to see you. I don't have anybody here today, so I can be loud, at least for a little bit anyways. Because I kind of like being loud in the mornings. I can't be loud because you should be kind of loud in the mornings, I mean, I have the morning show or whatever and then noon show, I guess, for the UK and evening for the Australia, but I'm just saying, I should be loud in the mornings, like wake up, rise and shine, whatever. And I can't usually be because I have other people in the house and stuff like that. But that might change soon, and I might be able to be as loud as I want. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, it's good to see everybody. Glad to see you're here. Yeah, I wanted to start it right on 44, but apparently that was too difficult for YouTube and Google Hangouts. So I went ahead and started early. But let's see. Let me check something real quick. Now, one thing that Kathy Mello, and she just put this up, and I'm going to do a screen share on this. And Kathy, I don't know if you're watching, but you and I both know that the Schumann is something that both of us look at. And so I am going to screen share what you just put up, and I think is very, very relevant to these times. Let me see if I can. It's right there. Look at that, you guys. Okay, I'm going to get that out of the way a little bit. Look how solid white it is. Oh, I got to minimize that a little bit. Now, a lot of people think, hi, Adam LaFen. It's good to see you. Hi, Korrie. Master Richie. Good to see everybody. Awesome. Yeah, look at that solid white, you guys. And if you think I'm being loud, I am, because I am loud normally, but I have to be quiet in the mornings, which it shouldn't be right. Anyway, DJ Anonymous Mouse, welcome. Always good. I always love the international people because they give such a good perspective that a lot of the Americans and just don't get, you know what I mean? So it's really nice. Hi, DJ. Well, it means that stuff is, hi, Awakened Saint. Now, Awakened Saint, I'm curious, are you out of Saudi Arabia yet? Or are you still there? Because I know you were coming back. And so I'm curious about that. And I really enjoy your live streams as well. Just wanted to let you know that. Skookum, yay, Evie, yay. I think I said hi to you, Evie, but Oh, you're in Texas now. Now, how long are you in Texas permanently now, or is that something that is a temporary thing, or what's the deal with that? I'm curious about that. Now, Texas has totally changed for me, you guys. I did a video on it a long time ago. I was looking at the map of Texas one time, just out of the blue. I went to kindergarten in a suburb of Dallas, Irving, Texas, which is where the Cowboys used to play. Excuse me. And yeah, well, I'm cheery now because I can be as loud as I want, Korrie. You know, in the mornings, I can't be as loud as I want, you know, and I wish I could. And eventually, maybe that'll happen where I can be as loud as I want, but nobody's in the house today. So I can be like really cheery and loud and whatever. But Awakened Saint, is it a temporary thing to Texas or a permanent, or I'm just curious. You don't have to tell me. I mean, I was wondering, but anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Irving. But I went to kindergarten in Irving, Texas. And so I'm very familiar with Texas, and I always am interested in it, you know? And so I was, and I did a video on it. It's actually, I think it might even be my most popular video, because even people from Dallas are like, WTF, where is Dallas now on the map? I mean, they couldn't believe it. Hi, Buddy Glenn. Oh my God. Okay, somebody might have to take care of him. Just keep an eye on Buddy Glenn, my wrenches, my wrench crew, because I know he's all right, or he or she or whoever. Hi, Lindsay with the Y. You're gonna keep that one. Oh, you're on vacation, Awakened Saint. Okay, cool. Yeah. Now, you guys keep Buddy Glenn in, and okay. I was just gonna say, I don't mind if you keep him in unless he says something, but I was just saying keep an eye on him, because I've deleted him myself on another channel. So hi, Jetrex, how are you? Okay, so Vanessa, if I lived in Texas still, I wonder if I'd see the changes while in the middle of it. Well, I've had certain people from Dallas. Actually, what's amazing is that more people than not were telling me that they agreed with me on Dallas. But there were a few people from Dallas that said, this is where it's always been, blah, 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 blah. And that was fine. Okay, well, go ahead and delete Buddy Glenn then. He can just listen. That's fine. You can go ahead and, yeah. All right. So Patrick, hello, I love you. You know that. Jetrix. But anyways, in getting back to Dallas, I had more people that were from there than not saying, you're right. And they couldn't believe it when they saw that, because I'm sure they were skeptical when they saw the post or whatever. You know what I mean? And they're like, at first I mean, how can you deal with the fact? See, that'd be like, for me, Colorado is like, basically a rectangular state, square for, rectangular, because it's not exactly equal. It has to be equal for it to be a square. Master Richie, I think I said hi, but just in case I didn't. But anyway, if Colorado changed to some shape other than a rectangle, it'd be just like almost the same thing. I mean, Dallas is like shoved up way in the northeastern corner now. I mean, way. I mean, it never was right there for me. It was in the middle, just northeast of the middle of the state. That's where it was. Hi, Kevin T. Good to see you. Good to see everybody here. I'm glad you could join me. Yeah, I just felt like giving everybody an outlet, because, I miss it when Scott and MA go on, and I know the reasons that they're not going on, and that's, it's sad. But I just felt like, maybe we need something to get us all together and have a little fun or whatever. Now, if you guys, have something you want to bring up or something you want me to show on screen. Now, I don't have like I don't know why, but I can't do OBS with live streams, probably because my internet sucks, basically. But, you know, I can put up some screenshots of stuff. So Brandon is having Vanessa VA on at 8 Eastern. So you guys need to check that out. Vanessa VA is organizing a conference in Virginia in the DC area this summer. I believe it's 7/14. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But I believe that's the case. I don't think I'm going to go, sadly. Not because I don't want to, because I can't afford it. And not for right now. I mean, who knows, by that point, maybe I can. But for right now, I just can't, you know, really plan on it because, shoot, I don't even know where I'm going to be next month at this time, to be honest with you. But anyways, but you guys check it out. Go to her channel, ask her about it, whatever. She has great videos of just, you know, she'll have like fearful and angry or whatever, just people coming new to the Mandela Effect that just, you know, they don't know what's going on, you know, and she shares their stories, and she has a really great channel. She really does. So check out Brandon's interview with Vanessa VA. I'm plugging for you, Brandon, at 8 p.m. Eastern. It should be a good one. Okay, so Vanessa, Texas. It used to take about 4 hours to get from Houston. What? It didn't take that long, did it? I wouldn't have thought that, but well, yeah, I get Texas is big, or used to be anyway. Who knows now? Oh, cool, Adam. You met your first affected person locally. I can't recommend it enough. Being able to talk face to face with like-minded people. Yeah. Well, I have a couple friends that they're semi-affected. I mean, they're affected. They see the changes and they're freaked out by some of them, and they're not as into it as me. But there's someone I can talk to without thinking that I'm going crazy, you know. And they don't look down on me for it, is what I'm saying. So at least I have that. But they're not like, you know, hey, Scotty Baylo. Yeah, I'll get off before you go on. If you're going on at, well, and then also Brandon's going on too. You guys are going on at the same time. And I know that's going to quit. And Brandon can't obviously tell military time. Sorry, Brandon, I had to tell on you. Oh, goodness. Hi, Jason Maggard. Now, Jason, you and I have a really cool thing going on our temperature indicators. I don't know if anybody else is doing that. Is anybody else doing temperature indicators? Because I'm telling you, those work. If you want to find out when you shift, do some temperature indicators, because I'm telling you, it works. It works. I mean, I've caught it moving like as much as 8 degrees. And, you know, I mean, I don't think AccuWeather is going to fudge data up to 8 degrees. Now, I see changes for 1 degree, and even 2 degrees I can give AccuWeather, you know. But when it, you know, 3 or more, I don't know. I'm pretty sure those are shifts, you know. So, yeah, Lone Eagle had a great broadcast today, Jason. Yeah. Yep. Lone Eagle always has great broadcasts, though. I mean, he's so chill and so cool. I mean, if anybody doesn't like Lone Eagle, there's something wrong with them. You know, I mean, seriously, if somebody doesn't like Lone Eagle, I don't want to talk to you. I'm sorry. You know. Okay, Korrie says, okay. Oh. Korrie had to give Brandon a cheat sheet on military times. That's funny. I'm sorry. Brandon, I don't mean to make fun of you. I love you, dude. I'm just saying. He kept saying stuff, and I'm like, but it doesn't say that. Why do you keep saying that? Finally, he's like, oh, well, I can't tell military time, I guess. So, okay, let's see. They changed what about a week ago, Jason? What 1 degree? Yeah. 1 degree is legit, right? If they change it 1 degree, I mean, that's just something they're adjusting, and that's no big deal. I still keep track of it, though. I still keep track of it, though. But I mean, I'm serious. Like, oh, now, and I'll even give them 2 degrees. And that's Fahrenheit for people that don't live in the US. But I'm just saying, like, 3 degrees or more is something different. I mean, there's something going on there. You know what I mean? So, all right. Hour 1. All right. Hello. But if anybody, has any topic they want to discuss or whatever, go ahead and bring it up. Jason, what were you talking about with, like, Jason was talking today in Lone Eagle's broadcast about how Google Earth changes according to, I guess, now correct me if I'm wrong, Jason, because I don't want to put words in your mouth, but were you saying that Google Earth is organic and that it changes according to the person looking at it? Is that right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Because I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think that's what you were saying in Lone Eagle's broadcast. Let's see, Rain, do you remember that a few days ago we found evidence about... I don't remember that, but for me, it's always been hold on. It's never been oh Lord. I mean, I don't know exactly what you're referring to, but for me, the Phil Collins song has always been hold on in the air tonight. Yeah, for sure. But okay, Jason, almost impossible to put in a chat or email. Yeah, I know. But that's what you were saying, basically. Okay, good. That's what I thought, is that Jason was saying that, like, because he's had like certain friends, and he's himself noticed about, like, was it the Dominican Republic, I believe, that he's seen a lot of ads and some friends have gone and stuff like that, that all of a sudden the Dominican Republic got larger. Is that, correct me if I'm wrong, Jason, but I think that's what you were saying. Is that right? But I mean, so that's wild too, you guys. Because for me, like, certain countries, so like, to me, if that's true, to me, that almost proves like that there is a collective conscious as well. You know what I mean? It's like whatever the collective kind of decides is what happens. I mean, that's weird because, Russia's huge now. Canada is shrinking. United States is growing just a little bit and edging out Canada. I don't know. I mean, that's a fascinating subject for sure. Okay. Jason, Dominican Republic dividing line shifted west by 100 miles. That's why Haiti had to grow. Okay. But you're saying that Dominican Republic grew larger, right? Yes, all the news on Russia has made it grow. I can't disprove that at all. Hi, the carp. Nice to see you. We're just here chatting. Now, if anybody wants me to put something else on the screen, I can. I just put that up just so you wouldn't have to see my dumb icon the whole time. So, and, I wish I could use my OBS because then I could have music. Well, I couldn't really have music because my internet sucks. But hi, QP. Hi, Alone One. But yeah, that's what makes me kind of wonder if it's like a collective consciousness, Okay, Jason, they share the same island. It used to be divided in the middle, but now Dominican Republic has like 70% of the island. Wow. Hi, Guardian Matrix. Welcome. Good to see you. Good to see everyone here. Yeah, I'm almost convinced, you guys, that it's, I would say I'm 98%, and that's pretty high. And I can be convinced otherwise, I mean, with evidence, but I'm pretty sure that we're in a simulation. Now, does a simulation mean that all is lost? No. Does a simulation mean there's no God? No. I mean, I know God exists. I mean, there's nothing that's going to change my opinion on that, and that's no disrespect to people who those of you who don't believe in God, I'm just saying for me, that, I can only speak for myself, and to me, it doesn't disprove anything as far as that's concerned. But I am, okay, the CARP is agreeing with you, Jason. It was close to 50-50, Dominican Republic and Haiti, and now Dominican Republic is 70%. That's so interesting that it is organic like that. Wow. I mean, I think we need to keep our eye on that stuff, you guys. Very interesting. Buster, 1978, welcome. But, just for me, I mean, it doesn't disregard anything as far as, other people's beliefs. It's just, for me, I'm never going to stop believing in God. I mean, I know that that's just a fact. So, and the simulation doesn't disprove that for me either, even though I believe 98% that this is a simulation. And I know other people that I respect and that I've asked about this recently have said, oh, 100% simulation. And so, I don't know. It's something to consider. Adam says, Dominican Republic has changed a lot. You were there. Bottom Peninsula was never there before. See, I don't have any frame of reference necessarily for the Central America. Lindsay with the Y. A biological simulation, not plugged in somewhere, but being just how things work. Maybe our higher selves are like the real us and we are the avatars. Well, I remember a few weeks back, I don't know if you guys remember, but, I did a broadcast where I was talking about how I had heard my name being spoken in a dream. And I thought it was my friend's Julie's voice saying, Michelle, are you awake? That's my name, you guys, for you don't know. My real name is Michelle. But anyway, but after thinking about it and after hearing other people say they spoke their own name and they heard their own voice, I thought, well, her voice and mine sound kind of familiar. So maybe it was me saying that to myself. But I mean, when I heard that voice in my sleep, I bolted upright. And I even said, yeah, I'm awake. So, I mean, that is really strange. I mean, so maybe we do have maybe we're doing a guinea pig experiment on ourselves, I mean, who knows? Okay, Jason. Oh, yeah, Lone Eagle spent a lot of time tracing stuff. Yeah. Well, but he figured out the trick to it though, because he used to trace along the country and then it would just change along with the country changes. But then he finally figured out to trace the grid. So you guys who do Google Earth, if you want to trace a country or whatever, don't trace the country line, trace the grid around it as close as you can get to the country. That's what Lone Eagle discovered. And he was the one that said that. So, I'm getting all these notifications and sounds and I don't want you guys to see my Facebook. There might be some private information there. Maybe I'll just keep it on that for now. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, and Lone Eagle, and it was funny because I asked Lone Eagle one time, I said, Lone, I said, have you, because he had that that neighborhood pop up in his area or whatever. And I said, well, have you ever gone? Because and then in another broadcast, he said that he had never gotten any deliveries there where he normally gets them all around it and stuff. And I said, well, have you ever gone to one of that neighborhood and touched the building? I said, maybe it's just a holographic projection. Maybe it's not there. And he laughed and said he had to try it, but I can't figure, I've asked him a couple times, but I don't think he's seen it, but I think he was going to do that. And I have to find out if he touched a physical building in that neighborhood. Cause I really want to know, is it real or is it just a holographic projection, Okay, you guys, if I missed anybody, I'm really sorry. I don't see anybody just going back through the chat, but I'm not purposely ignoring you if I did miss you. Yeah, my dreams have been nuts too lately as well, Skookum. I mean, I have some very strange dreams. And then sometimes I used to never remember my dreams. And then a lot of times now I'll remember them a few hours later or whatever. I don't know. Maybe it's implanted memories. Who knows what's going on right now? So in Scarab's broadcast last night, people were bringing up Costco. And I said something about this in my stream this morning. I don't really, the frame of reference I have for Costco, now that's not the Costco coffee in the UK. This is Costco, like a Walmart type thing in the United States. But Costco here for me was with a T. And I've never seen it without a T, but that doesn't mean that it didn't happen because I live 3 hours away from the nearest one or more, maybe even 4 hours away. But I didn't know if you guys, hi, Wesley Robot. Good to see you. But I didn't know if you guys had any frame of reference for that because they say it's a flip-flop, a recent flip-flop. But I don't have, it's always been with a T for me, but that doesn't mean anything because, I live in the middle of nowhere. Let's see. Laws of physics. Yeah. Hi, Sharkay. I don't think I said hi to you earlier. Hello. But yeah, I don't know. These flip-flops, I've had 5 of them. Now, has anybody had like more than that? More than 5? I mean, not that it's a competition. I don't mean that. I just mean I'm just curious, if somebody's had a lot of flip-flops. Master Richie says Costco. Yeah, with a T. Yeah, I've had 5. Mine were Noxzema first. And then, let's see. Well, Houston, we have Lowe's with apostrophe. I'm trying to think of my other 2. I can't think of them right this second, but I know I've had 5 so far. Oh, wait, I have them in my book. Let me see if I've got my book here. And I quit keeping track of all my number synchronicities and crap, although I do still take a lot of screenshots. Because it's just, Winona Ryder. Yeah. Used to be WINO and then WY and then WI. That was one of my early ones. Oh, and then the swastikas. The swastikas went from the way I normally see it to totally wrong, and now they're back to where I normally see it again. So those are the 5. Hi, Salted. Good to see you here. Yeah, I'm just trying to fill in. Hi, Pylon. 4553. Just trying to fill in a little bit and just, have a space where we can get together and hang out a little bit. Landon, I did this. She loves me not with the flower petals. Does that count? As flip-flops. I don't know about that. Well, Winona's back to W, but this is not Winona the singer. It's Winona Ryder, but it is WINON. Well, at least last time I checked. Shoot, I better check it again. It might have been a flip. But, because of Stranger Things, when I started watching that, and I saw it because I knew it had been WY, even though for me it was W, or it went from WI to WY. Yeah, it must be WI still, yeah. But then when I saw Stranger Things come on and I saw it was back to WI, I just stood up. I was like, oh my God, it's back to WI again. Hi, M. Hobbs. The swastika is still backwards for you? Let me look at it. Let me see. For me. I'm pretty sure it's normal for me now. Yeah, that's the. Yeah, it's normal for me now. Let's see, maybe 3. You have me questioning things again. Yeah, I know. Well, I have some dual memories on a lot of things. And I hate it, but the fact of the matter is I've been seeing these changes since 81 or 82. And I know many of you know this story, but I went to findagrave.com today to find out the specific day that I've told you guys that that friend of mine died, and then I tried to commit suicide. And so I found the date of it, and it was 82. So I would have been 82. I would have been 14, because at the end of 82 I would have been 15, but so I would have been 14 at the time. But the dates were kind of weird on the discrepancy, because it said, one of them said April and one said May, which, I mean, that's not a big discrepancy. Maybe it was just whatever. But so it would have been, I guess, I've been saying around 81. So I guess technically it would have been probably around 82. But I'm trying to think. I don't know. Yeah, that sounds about right. I must have been a little too early in when I thought. So I must have started, because I'm pretty sure it was after that I started seeing effects. So it must have been 82 instead of 81, because that was something that I looked up today, because I was just curious. I was wondering the exact date of when he died, because then I could have pinpointed exactly, what went on with me. And so, but anyway, not to get anybody depressed or anything. Alrighty. But if anybody wants to, I send out a couple of invites, but if anybody wants to, let me just check something real quick. Oh shoot, I shouldn't do that either. Oh dang, I'm going all over the place here. I should do this on my other computer where you guys can't see. But if anybody has an inkling to call in, just shoot me an email. Rain on the Plains Gmail. So but yeah, I don't know. I just I don't know. There's a lot of different things that I've been studying lately that I think are gonna, if I'm gonna put a video out on a lot of it, but I think it's gonna freak some people out, and that's what I don't want, because it's I'm all good. Thanks, Wascally Rabbit. But just like what other people have said too, I don't want to, I mean, I've already said that I think we're probably, or that I at least died, so I'm not necessarily afraid of putting that out there. But there's some other things too that I've been studying that I think are a little bit weird. You like the weird stuff, Vanessa? William Hurt, alive or dead? The carp says. For me, he's always been alive. But oh, you like freakouts, Adam? That's good. Oh, I'm glad you're feeling better, Korrie. You like to be freaked out? I know there's some of us, I don't know, on some of this stuff, like, when I come to terms with stuff, I'm fine. But like sometimes when I realize things, or when I think that it might be going down a certain road, I just I crawl up in a corner and just avoid everybody, and just basically freak out in a corner for at least 3 or 4 days. Did anybody else think William Hurt was dead? I didn't. Now, a freaky movie that he's done is, what's that psychedelic one that he's done? That's a freaky movie. I don't know. You guys, I have to go for just a second and I will be right back. So please stay with me. I'm going to turn the audio off real quick. Okay, you guys, sorry about that. Had to take a little bathroom break. Now, if oops, now I need to get back on the thing I was on, the Shimon. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's several things I've been researching lately that really freak me out about this whole world that we're in. And I mean, who knows what the heck? Honestly, what in the world? Now, how did that change all of a sudden? That's not what it looked like just a minute ago. What? What in the world? That is weird. Or maybe I just I got to figure this out. Let's see here. Because that's not how it looked just a minute ago. But I think I just maybe enlarged it a little bit too much or something. Now, have you guys heard of all the weird animal anomalies and crap like that that's going on? So weird. Like these owls just go up to these people's yeah, altered states. Guardian Matrix is right. Altered states. That's the one I'm thinking of. Okay, I'm trying to get back to the Shimon here. But I'll have to go back up through the chat. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I must have just enlarged it for some reason. I don't know. Okay. Okay, now let's see. Let me go back into the chat. But yeah, altered state is definitely the one I was talking, and that's freaky. Okay. Let me go back up because I missed some stuff while I was in the restroom. Rain is gone. Freak out. I don't think it'd be that much of a freak out. Freaky Friday. Yes. The older one. That was one of my favorite movies. And I read the book when I was a kid too. That was clear back in the 70s. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. All right. I'm trying to come back. I might have missed some stuff in the chat, but I don't want to. Let's see. Yes. Altered States is the one. And that was a very freaky movie. Let's see. Sorry for the dead air. I'm just looking at the chat. Yes, I saw that movie, Scott Baylo, that you're talking about. It was okay. It wasn't anything great. I mean, it was interesting in what they were talking about, but I didn't think it was that well made. Now, one movie that I really like, you guys, that a lot of people haven't heard of, is called Another Earth. And it's got Bryn, what the hell is her name? It's a very little known movie, but it's really, really good. And it's basically about this planet that comes, into being, and they're wondering, they have like their exact duplicates, or pretty much, exact duplicates on this other planet. And I don't want to get too much into it because I don't want to give too many spoilers, but it's actually one of my favorite movies. I've seen the movies that I've seen. Let's just talk about movies for a little bit. And I don't know why I love all these movies, but the ones that I've seen, like probably over 20 times. Well, I know I've seen Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind probably over 30 times. And that's because I just love it. But it's about you're willingly giving up your memories, and then you change your mind. I mean, Another Earth. It's Another Earth is what the movie is called. Britt Marling, that's who it stars. But anyway, it's one of my favorite movies. I've seen it a lot. I've seen Groundhog Day, several times. Lost in Translation is another one I like. It doesn't really have anything to do with the Mandela Effect, but that's one that I like. But what I find so fascinating about Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is, he's giving up his, memories willingly, but then he changes his mind. He midstream, he's like, no, I don't want to give this up, So it's like, if we were given the choice, did we, or if people were given the choice, maybe some people were given a choice. I don't know. And then something that oh my gosh, I have a huge topic, you guys. A huge topic that came up at the end of my live stream that I had never considered before. Oh my goodness. This is wild. People who are in my live stream will know what I'm talking about, but okay. All of us except for one in my live stream were organ donors at one time. So we're wondering if maybe some kind of organ donor where we gave our implied consent for something to happen to us has anything to do with this, how we are somehow living in some kind of world because of organ donation, or that we gave our organs away if we died or something like that. And I don't think that's been discussed in the ME community. And it was something that came up in my live stream at the end of it. And it was something I had never, ever, ever considered. What do you guys think about that? Because, I used to have an organ donor on my license, but because of different things that I had read about, like consciousness and shifting to other people and stuff like that, I haven't gotten it on my license the last few times, but I did have it on my license. But even if we didn't have it on your license, would that really make a difference necessarily? What if we died and our organs were donated and somehow we're having all these memories because, you've got, I don't know, it's something to consider, you guys, I think. I mean, it's something that's not been brought up before that I know of. I mean, maybe somebody else has brought it up, but it's something that has not been brought up before. So, I mean, what do you guys think about that? Yeah, well, I know, but how would you know if you've never donated organs? Everybody's saying, I've never donated. I mean, there's more than one person saying that. And I'm like, well, how do you know? I mean, if you've died or whatever, and you had yourself listed as an organ donor, you probably did donate your organs. And even if you didn't, what's that to stop anybody from doing it anyways? That's exactly Korrie, Jade. Korrie's saying, I don't think it matters. I think they take our organs without our consent. Exactly. That's what I'm getting at. You guys, I mean, I think we have to consider this. But if we did give our consent, for instance, I was an organ donor, listen, so if I died, you know, if that's in fact what happened, you know, and I died and I have my signature on something that says, yes, I'll be an organ donor and that's what happened, why wouldn't I have so many different memories? Possibly. You know? I mean, it's something that I don't think people have brought up before, you know. And I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm just saying I hadn't ever considered it before today, you know. Well, yeah, M. Hobbs says, doesn't a body have to be alive to harvest organs from? Well, that or close to it. I mean, you know, dead for like less than 5 minutes probably, but still, I'm just saying, what about the operations we've had? You know, just like what QP said, she's had operations, you know, what about operations that we may have died on, you know, possibly. Who knows? I mean, yes, we're always going to be you. I mean, our one, I mean, I agree with that. I'm just saying that, you know, it's just something when it was brought up today, it was something I had never once considered before today. And I was shocked that I hadn't considered it, you know, and I think it is something that we should consider that could possibly be something to do with it. Who knows? You've had 5 surgical procedures, Moscow, Chad? Oh my gosh. Yep. See, there's a lot of evidence that points to certain things, you guys. And, you know, like, I don't think we die in the way that we thought we died before. We die to other people is what my opinion is now. I mean, I think I'm probably dead to most of my family, you know. I don't know. Assassin's Creed. Both my boys love Assassin's Creed. My youngest one is going to be 25 in like how many weeks? 5 weeks or something like that. I cannot believe that. I'm 50. I mean, so I didn't have him when I was so young. I just can't believe I'm going to have a 25-year-old. That's all. Yeah. See, I mean, how many of us had surgeries where they could have taken stuff? You know, how many I mean, you don't know. I mean, who knows what they do without our consent, honestly. You know, even if we did give our consent, who knows if we didn't and they still did something. Guardian Metric says, so if a part of us is still alive, our soul can't move on. So we move in a reality where we didn't die. Yeah, possibly. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't think anybody has the answers to any of this, you know, at all. Okay, you guys, I've been on for a while and there's only 4 thumbs up. I don't normally ask for thumbs up, but come on. Maybe you guys can see more, but I only see 4. Or give me a thumbs down. You know, I guess it doesn't really matter in the matrix of things. Like YouTube sees it either way, like you're either controversial or something like that. So if you don't like the stream, give it a thumbs down. But at least vote thumbs up or thumbs down. Now, that's another whole nother thing that I don't get into politics, though. Oh, wait, let me refresh. Maybe I've got more. I'm going to refresh the screen. Oh, now I just saw 12. Let me right before I refreshed, I saw 12. Okay. I always ask. I do not, Korrie. Do I really? Oh, that's kind of disgusting. I hate myself for doing that. Oh, man. Okay. Who goes on? Okay, so I need to get off in here in at least half an hour, if nothing else. Oh, I'm up to 16. See, by asking. Oh, you guys. No, I just felt like, I don't know. It's just been such a, nobody's here and I can be as loud as I want and then as obnoxious as I want. And I hope you guys like the obnoxious me as well as the quiet me. I don't know. But, oh, I don't know. There's a lot of things we need to consider, What happens to the person we replace if we shift? I don't know. I'm kind of thinking of this as like, I used to think of it as like a book where we go to the left or the right, but now I'm kind of thinking of it as like layers on top of each other, kind of, where hopefully we're always moving up, but maybe not. I don't know. Maybe some people move down. Before I was always kind of seeing it as, a book upright and where we would be piercing the next page, whether it might be going backwards or going forwards, which I guess is the same as going up or down technically, but it's kind of a little bit of a different. Well, Pylon says maybe we merge. Yep. And maybe that's what's happening. Maybe we are merging, but I don't know if we merge, wouldn't we have like 6 different memories rather than like I do. Now there is one that I have a triple memory on, and that's Cheez-Its. I honestly have a memory of it being all 3 different ways. So, I mean, who the heck knows, But that's the only one I really have a triple memory on. The rest of them are double. I mean, and there's not that many double memories, but I do have some. A lot of the evidence that I've seen lately is that honestly, I'm starting to think that possibly it's all just been one world and we went through like perhaps a black hole to get to Orion. Or that our world was destroyed and we were somehow preserved, and that these changes are not different worlds, but just quantum changes in the same universe where anything that is a change is like retro. Because see, I've been listening to this one YouTuber that I really like and respect, and he has a lot of good ideas, but not probably everybody agrees with him, where you can go back like 3 years or whatever, and then go back another 3 years and then go back another 3 years. But like 3 years adds up after a while when you keep going back, And so I don't know. There's just, these times are crazy. These times are crazy. A wormhole rather than a black hole. Oh, well, yeah. But now, one of the things that I've been thinking about, though, too, and that I've heard other people talk about is, that, how we've moved closer to the center of the Milky Way. And, I kind of wonder if the center of the Milky Way isn't a black hole. But I don't know. The science part of it, I mean, I get it because I like the science geeky part of it, but there's just so many possibilities that it gets to be overwhelming. It's like, if I knew which one it would be, I would want to study it and learn about it and, learn it in great detail. But it's like, it's almost like there's too many choices of what it could be. And so like, what do you study, and then it's like, well, I'll just consider all these and whatever. The center of the Milky Way is caramel. Now, do you say caramel or caramel? There's 2 different ways to say that as well. Let's see. Your porch garden has been a lifesaver. Yeah. See, I wish I had a garden. I think that would give me a lot of grounding as well. No pun intended. Seriously. That that's what I want, is a garden so much. Hi, Dean Johnson. I haven't seen you before. That's nice for you to be here. See, New Jerusalem comes down from heaven. Jesus rises. Yeah. So, Dean, are you Mandela affected? Do you see MEs or not? I mean, I'm a Christian, so I mean, I get what you're saying. I'm just asking you if you see MEs or you don't believe in multiple dimensions. Now, I'm not saying just because you see Mandela effects, it doesn't necessarily have to believe. You don't have to be necessarily a believer in multiple dimensions, but I'm just curious if you've seen Mandela effects. Okay, so everybody, Brandon has to go, but I want to remind you guys too that he's going to have Vanessa VA on at 8 p.m. Eastern. Also, I think Scotty Baylo will be on at that time. So I will definitely get off here in about 20 minutes or earlier, depending on if I can think of stuff to say. But yeah, if anybody wants to come on my live streams, you can give me an email at Ran on the Plains Gmail. And I go on at 7 a.m. Eastern most mornings. I mean, I think I've been fairly consistent. I've missed a few. But if anybody's interested in coming on as a guest, I'd love to have you. I want to have Suso on at some time. I don't know. I emailed about it and he did get back to me, but he wasn't sure when he could do it because that's pretty early for him and he manages a bar. But he has a new, I just want to give a plug for him because I really like his channel and I like Suso. And he was actually my very first live stream and I really appreciated it. I was just testing it out and he came on. And so that was really cool. But Suso, it's Susso. He has a channel and he has a brand new Mandela Effect book out. It's called, oh gosh, I don't want to get this wrong. I think it's something about mind over matter, or what is it? It's something like that. I don't want to butcher it, Suso, if you're listening. I'm sorry, but I do want to give a plug for his book. Because I haven't gotten it yet or looked at it or anything. But I'm going to hopefully, but I want to have him on as sometime for sure. He was my very first live stream and we had a really great conversation. So check that out if you're bored sometime, because that was a good conversation. But I was trying to figure out if I could even do live streaming and he came on right away and that was great. Landon's been on. I thought it was mind over matter. I think that's it. But it's some mind beyond matter. Thank you, Alone One. Mind beyond matter, the Mandela Effect. Thank you, Alone One. Yeah. But anyway, I'm sure it's really great. And in any case, he is a great person. He has some interesting videos. He runs a bar and he like tries to get, he'll ask, and they even do like a trivia night where they ask like different Mandela Effect questions and stuff like that. And so, I mean, and in addition, he only lives about at the most 4.5 hours from me. So I would love to go up and see him sometime. I think that would be a lot of fun. Let's see. I mean, of course, I would like to see all of you guys, but it's weird how we're all spread out, I think. I mean, I don't know if that's by design or, I mean, I think it's cool when you can find people that you can talk to. Now, like I said, I have a couple friends. They're not as into them as I am, but they don't like shun me or no. Other people are a different story and I don't want to get into that. But I've had some problems as far as like, I've had your typical anger management things with people, you guys know what I'm talking about. Don't want to get into it too much, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Where you might bring up something and it's just like, I don't know. Like it's to the point now where I wouldn't be surprised if they try to put me away. And if that ever happened, I don't. Ugh. But anyways, hopefully that won't happen. If you don't see me for a while, maybe I'll have Suso come and check on me since he lives the closest. But anyway. Well, you guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and get off here. It's been a great session. It's been a little bit over an hour. And yeah, hour one, I know things have been popping up and vanishing and popping up without even people putting them in the comments. That was happening in my live stream earlier this morning. There were people who were putting in comments that they said they didn't put in, and comments vanishing that they said, why. And so it's something, it's a shifty world is all we can say. But anyway, thank you guys for coming to the live stream. I just wanted to give a little bit of an outlet. Check out Scotty Baylo or Brandon Halsier at 8 o'clock Eastern. And everybody have a great evening or morning, whichever it is for you. And thanks for being part of it. And I love everyone. Check out my live streams at 7 a.m. Eastern if you want to and you're awake that early. And I will talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.